Good afternoon. My name is Krishna. I'm co-founder and CEO of Tynker. We are #1 coding platform for kids, and I'll explain to you why we are #1. Just a quick background as to why this. 5 years back, my two kids were 8 and 5.5. Look at watching them, how they interact with technology, Googling all the time, YouTubing this, iPadding this. Decided that they need to have a computational way of thinking, making versus just consuming content. That's the genesis. So we come at it from a parental perspective, and I'll show you. So our vision is this: so our kids interact with all sorts of technology on a daily basis. Real web applications, mobile devices, programmable, toys. They're playing games at home, and as Connor and other things you've seen, like computer kits and hardware is coming to their lives. So how do we give them a language in which they can manipulate and create is our vision. That's where we strive to do. What happens is everybody talks about this coding will create lots and lots of jobs. But the way we think about it is, personally I think about it, is like how does it give a basic literacy for kids to manipulate technology so that they can use it in their interests, not to become the next, software engineer, whatever that is, that the general use trend is. So what happens is I've been a programmer, all my life, and this is how I've learned it, Hello World and this and that, semicolons, commas. So kids are not really, at an age of 6, 7, they can't understand that. It is not meaningful for them. So what we do is we actually created a visual programming language that actually translates into real languages, which are the Swift, JavaScript, Python. But what we do is we give them series of challenges that enables them to explore computing on their own. Let me give you a quick example on that. So I'm going to play a quick video on how this happens. So there's a series of these, what you call mini courses here. In this course, they're going to learn how to train a dragon. So it looks like an Angry Birds style. So all they have is a couple of logic blocks in which kids sequence these two things and make the dragon go up to the treasure. What happens they're learning here is sequencing, maybe a little bit debugging if they miss some step. Within an hour, 75% of the kids do this. They get to do mini algorithms. What happens here is they actually focused on problem solving. They're going to solve that problem where they're going to train the dragon, acquire powers, get to the treasure, and they'll fail 5, 6, 10 times, and they'll get the finally. So in the process, they understand what a loop does, what a conditional structure or a statement does. So this is all, from there on, they'll go on to build things they actually use, like maybe games, make avatars, write stories, program toys. And there is a safe community in which without, they can share information with other kids, and there's no personal information, highly, processed, and they can learn from each other as well. There are lots of possibilities in the world of Tynker where kids can explore and learn. So this is our traffic last December, how kids around the globe use it. So we see millions of kids a month using Tynker, making things, remixing from other kids, exploring various subject areas. So lots of schools use Tynker, 80,000 schools and various districts around the country use our curriculum free. So because this is, company summit, this is a venture presentation, so we are well-funded by Silicon Valley VCs. We've, as a founding team, entrepreneurs, technologists, so that's our passion. Lots of content. Apple promotes it as a default computing curriculum for elementary schools. Mattel has wanted to, it's a pledge to do 10 million kids to learn computing through their experiences or their characters. Microsoft has started the Minecraft education. We are a premier partner there. We specialize in onboarding kids at the right level, the right experience. So, how do you learn computing and how do you connect to your interest, whether it is, math, science, language arts, maybe science. So we have STEM courses that puts PBL into teachers' hands where, they can explore any subject using coding. Big market, there's 55 million kids in the US, lots of kids around the world. So how do you make money? So anybody can start for free, schools, home. So at home, there's a home subscription if the parents want their kids to learn. Interest-based driven learning, so there's a monthly subscription. The school, we provide them complete curriculum, STEM and tools and assessment. So schools pay us about $3,000 a year across campus. That's how we make money. Talked about key partnerships. You could pick up Apple and download our app. There's free courses there for school and home. So centers like Sylvan, Mattel uses like Sylvan and ID Tech use us to teach coding in summer camps and after-school centers. Lots of hardware companies like Parrot, they integrate their toys so they're programmable in Tynker. Accolades and Awards. I got 2 minutes left for you, so next entrepreneur can use that. Thank you.